All right, this is gonna be what I was given as a problem. It says essentially represent the region that is represent the linear program that is a contained region for this problem, and then find the minimum and maximum values. So I'm gonna find the minimum and maximum values using this. This is like my rule. It costs me $3 to make a certain product, and I get $6 when I sell it. So I want to find out, like, well, not even really that. It's like how to explain it? It cost me $3 for a certain piece, and I get $6 for using another piece and producing my product. And I want to see how many of each of those I should use in order to maximize my profit. So I'm trying to maximize my profit or to minimize my cost. So that's why I would have maximum or minimum. All right. So I'm gonna graph each of these out. Now this one, it's not in well, it's in y equals form, it's in slope intercept form, but it doesn't have a whole number for the y-intercept. I'm gonna do that one last. So I'm gonna start on the second one. So that has a y-intercept of 7 and a slope of 1. I'm gonna do a few dots on these ones just so I can get a really straight line with my ruler to make it easier for me when I'm trying to find the vertices. Next one, -6 is the y-intercept. Has a slope of 4. Again, I'm gonna make a couple of dots just to make it a little bit easier. Next one has a y-intercept of 8. This one was 7, so 8's right there. And a slope of 1. That seems weird. Why would I have that? I wrote that down wrong. That's supposed to be a -8. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and a slope of 1. Again, I'm gonna make a bunch of dots just so my line is nice. And it's still horrible. The next one, slope of y-intercept of -11. That was 8, 9, 10, 11. A slope of -1/2. So I'm gonna go up 1 to the left 2. I'm gonna do it a couple times. Connect them. And then I gotta do this last one. So what I'm gonna do on this one is I'm gonna get it into standard form. I'm gonna multiply everything by 3. I'm gonna bring the x over. It's gonna be plus x, but in standard form, x is supposed to come first, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna find the x-intercept of this. So x plus 3 times 0 greater than or equal to 8. So the x-intercept is 8, 0. Now if I have any other point on the line, I can graph it out, or if I have the slope. So I know the x-intercept is 8, 0. So I'm gonna go to 8, 0, which is right here. And I know that it has a slope of -1/3. So I'm gonna go down 1 to the right 3, up 1 to the left 3, and do it just a couple of times. Okay, now for the shading part, now for the not fun part. So the first line that I graphed was this one right here, which was less than, so it's gonna go below. The second line that I graphed was this one right here, and it's greater than, so it's gonna go above. The next line that I graphed was this one, which is greater than, so it's gonna go above. So right now I'm in this kind of area right here. I could be in this triangle as well. And the last one I graphed was this one, and it was greater than, so it's gonna be above. So it's actually gonna be this region right here. So I have this triangle right here. So the vertices that I need is this one, and this one, okay? So how do I figure it out? Again, the same thing that I did on the last video. I need to look at which lines meet and set them equal to each other. So this was the line that was right here, my top line. So negative 1/3 x plus 8/3 equals. This line right here is the one that has a y-intercept at -6, which is this one. So I'm going to solve that out. I'm going to multiply by 3 again. I'm going to subtract 18, subtract 12x. Divide by -13. Gives me x equals 2. Plug that back into the equation. 4 times 2 is 8, minus 6 is 2. So that point is 2, 2. Which is what it looks like on the graph. So I'm just using the graph to kind of give me an idea in case my numbers are a little bit off. Now this point up here is met by the one that was 4x minus 6. And this line right here is the one that is a y-intercept of 2, 4, 6, 8, 7. Y-intercept is 7. Set those equal to each other. I'm going to subtract the x. I'm going to add the 6. So I get 3x equals 13. Divide by 3. Oops, over 3. 13 over 3. Plug that back into one of the equations. 13 over 3 plus 7. 7 over 3 is 21 over 3. 34 over 3. So my answer to that one is 13 over 3, 34 over 3. So that's just over 11. That looks like it's just over 11 high. That's just over 4. It looks like it's just past 4. The last point is met by the one that had a y-intercept, x-intercept of 8, which was the first one. And the one that had y-intercept of 7, which is the second one. Multiply by 3. I'm going to subtract the x's over, subtract the 8 over, and then divide by -4. Now I'm going to plug this back into my equation. 7 over 4 is 28 over 4. That's going to give me 15 over 4. X is about -3. Looks like it's about -3. Y is about almost 4. Looks like it's around 4. So this seems like I did it right. Now to find the maximum and minimum values. So I have my 3 points, this one, and this one. Plug them in to find the maximum and minimum values. I'm going to do this one first just because it's easiest. -3 times 2 plus 6 times 2. -6, positive 12, positive 6. I'm just going to write the point down so I know where it came from. I'm going to do the exact same thing with my other points, so I'll do this one next. -3 times 13 over 3 is going to be -13. 6 times 34 over 3 is going to be positive 68. So 68 minus 13 is going to be 55, which came from 13 over 3, 34 over 3. Right now, this is my minimum value. This is my maximum value. This is my minimum. But let's see what the last one does for us. -3 times -13 over 4. Plus 6 times 15 over 4. Okay, so These are gonna give me decimals, so or fractions. This is gonna be positive 39 over 4. This is gonna be 90 over 4. Positive as well. So that's gonna be 129 over 4. 129 over 4 is approximately 32, around 32. I'm just looking at that to see if it lands above, below, or in between these two, and it's in between them. So this is going to be my maximum. This is going to be my minimum. So I found the maximum and the minimum. All right. Sorry that was a long video as well. Hopefully that kind of made sense to you guys. I'll do some stuff in class to help as well.